Ladies and gentlemen, permit me. Our own bishopric mama here present, and every provincial mama and district mama and grand mama here present. Please join me. Our elders in the house, dignitaries in the house, our husbands in the house, provincial presidents in the house. Please join me. It is my joy as I make welcome our own Barrister Mrs. Nnenna Joy Igbokwe. Everybody, I sincerely apologize for coming in late. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm forgiven. I want to appreciate the pastorate and everybody here for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to our sister, Mrs. Kobuli. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to come and talk. She has already said all. I'm from FIDA Nigeria River State Branch. And what we basically do is to fight for the rights of women and children. So this morning, briefly, I said I have 20 minutes. I'm going to be sharing with us the topic I shared somewhere some months back. It's all about women. Are we glad we are women? Yeah. Are you happy you are a woman? Yeah. I'm going to share it with us with what I have titled The Resolute Woman. Knowing yourself and impacting your world. The resolute woman, knowing yourself and impacting your world. Before I start, I want to just appreciate God for today and ask that He gives me the speech and bless whatever I'm going to say. I'm not speaking of my own accord. I pray that God will guide me in Jesus' name. Yeah. Okay, the theme says resolute woman. What is the word resolute? What does it mean? What does the word resolute mean? Simple dictionary, personal definitions, whatever we think. Resolute means to be determined, to be firm, to be unshaken, resolved to be determined, resolved to be unshaken. At times like this, we are in a very turbulent time. A lot of things are happening. So as a woman, I urge us today to resolve in our minds, resolve in everything about you, to be determined to make a change in your world. Let me just read that with me. I said, a resolute woman is that woman who is great, that woman who is intelligent, that woman who is resourceful and a life giver. What I have said now just spells the word girl, the girl child. Great, intelligent, resourceful, and a life giver. Being great or being resolute is to be purposeful, determined, firm, and bold. Why do I say we should be resolved? A lot of things are happening now. We have our women's rights. As a woman, you are the one in charge of the home. You are the one in charge of the children, so to say. Because most times you are the one that see to their day-to-day activity. They are closer to us than the men. Agreed? Because you do a lot of things with the children. So you are the one that will impact on them positively or negatively. I know our men have a lot to play, but as a woman, you are the one that will impact positively or negatively on your children. We must discover that inner power or strength. Unite your hearts and transform the family, the society, and the world at large. The world needs that woman who is not just God-fearing, but a woman that is ready to stand up for her rights and responsibilities and take up positions in the society. You need to be ready to give up on certain things. focused in your life. What do you do as a woman? First and foremost, know your capacity. Know your capacity. What is your strength? What is your weaknesses? Use your strength to achieve something in your life. Use your strength to say yes to that godly strength that He has given you. In the Bible, we saw that Mary, at the place in the Bible where God said, where the Bible said Mary sat at the feet of Christ. That means Mary has chosen a place to stay. She didn't choose to sit at the feet of any other person. She didn't choose to go and complain. She didn't choose to go and play. She didn't choose to go and gossip. She decided to serve God. She decided to serve God. What have you chosen today? What is your capacity? What can you do? Who are you relating with? Have you chosen to just sit and complain when things are going wrong without taking action? Have you chosen to be that person who only pulls the other woman down? So take that decision today. As a woman, you need to have faith. Have faith in your strength. Have faith in God. God has given us a lot of abilities. My own strength will not be your strength. My own weakness is different from yours. So have faith in God. As a woman, we need to be empowered in all aspects of life. Do not depend on anybody. Depend on God. Know your capacity. Secondly, you need to be empowered. Economically, what are you doing? Are you working? Are you making use of your resources around you? Or are you just waiting only for the man to bring the food on the table? Are you just waiting only for the person, for the people around you to give you what to do? No. As a woman, support one another for a greater tomorrow. Support one another for greater tomorrow. As a woman, discover your rights. You have rights as women. What are those rights? When you know your strengths, when you know that you can actually empower yourself economically, then do you know your rights as a woman? Do you know your rights as women? First and foremost, we work. We do a lot of things. But do you know as a woman you can own a property? Do you know that you have the right of inheritance? Today in River State there is a law that as a girl child, as a woman, you can actually inherit from your father's property. It does not matter whether you are married or not. Hello? Hi. A lot of women don't know that you can actually inherit. You can actually inherit your father's estate. When we say estate, property, money, whatever it is they have left behind, you can actually inherit. So don't just sit back and say, oh, women, we don't have a share. I cannot own a land. I cannot do this one. No. Seek the right knowledge. Know that I can inherit from my father's property. I can inherit from my husband's property. That's the beauty of being a woman. We inherit from our father and we inherit from our husband. Hello? Are we excited? You have a right. Even if you are married, you can actually inherit from your father's side and also inherit from your husband's side. That is the right you have as a woman. But a lot of women don't know that. When things happen at home, most like in your father's place, when there's money to be shared, they call you. And they give you your own share. Is that not right? They give you your share. But when it's time to inherit the land or whatever, they don't remember that you are a woman. But today, I want us to know that you can actually inherit from both sides. As a woman, you can actually make will. You can will your properties, not only men that make will. And making will doesn't mean that I'm about to die. No. That's what scares a lot of people. When we talk about will, they say, oh, you are wishing me, you want me to die? Oh, you want me to die? will. You have a property, you have jewelries, you have clothes, you have a lot of things that you can actually, in your lifetime, write and say, this is what I want to be done to these things when I am not there. Then you can actually make a gift. There's something we call deed of gift. You can actually write to say, I gift this to this person, to a particular child, or to somebody, or to church, or to charity. You can actually make a gift. Then when it comes to our children, it is also your duty to take care of these children. It is your duty to take care of these children. Teach your child early enough. Teach your child early enough. Sex education, please do not shy away from it. Do not shy away from teaching your child. As small as 2 years old, teach sex education is very, very important. Do not shy away. A lot of women shy away from this. Then when things happen, you start blaming yourself. A woman will sit at home and the child is being molested right under her nose. Recently, we've been getting cases of women where the children are being defiled by their husbands. We had a woman that came to us recently. 2 children. She said the husband started with 1. The first one was 2 years old. And she said nothing. All she would do is she would drag the child away. And she would talk, she said she would go to her in-laws and complain. And everybody was like, what do you want to do? And she just stayed back. The man continued. The second one came. When that one was about 2 years old, the man went over to that one. She didn't say anything, she didn't leave. She said she would just complain, what do you want me to do now? I don't want to leave my marriage. And I asked her, I said, madam, is that marriage? That is not marriage. The one that made us angry, or the one that made her now to stand up, is the husband went to the hospital where this child was lying on the hospital bed to defile the child. I'm not telling you stories, I'm telling you facts. He went where, the woman said she went home to just refresh and go back to him to get to the hospital. As she came, the husband was at home. Maybe he saw the woman was already. He rushed to the hospital. Obviously, it was a private ward. The man, the little 6 years old, on her hospital bed. And the annoying part is that the hospital said nothing. What do they do? No, madam, it's not about this thing. You cannot do anything. She took the children to her family house. Her brother continued. So the question they're asking her that you did not report your husband. You now want to report your brother. So women, we need to open our eyes. It happens everywhere. Your brother, your visitors, whoever it is, please, we need to stand up for our children. Then we have another right. The widowhood right. A lot of women suffer a lot when they become widows. We're not saying this because we don't like to admit, but when a woman dies, it just goes on like that. Life goes on. Life is normal. Nobody blames the man for killing the wife. But when a man dies, most times, the first suspect is that you have killed your husband. Then they make you go through a lot of things. They make a lot of traditions. Some say you drink the water using bathing the cups. Some keep you to eat with dirty plate. Some you lie down on the floor. Some you shave your head. Lots of cultural things that make up those traditions. I don't know. But as a woman, if we resolve today that this will stop, it will stop. And this widowhood right again, most times, the things that happen during that time is our widow women who are the ones that carry it out. The men will not come to sweep you away from your husband, no. The men will not come to shave your hair, no. The men will not come to make you eat from dirty plate, no. It's the woman or the women of the community that makes you do that. So what are we talking about? So if today we resolve as women, and when they come in and say no, what will happen? Hello? If we resolve today to be firm in our decisions, when they call you to come and shake somebody's head, somebody you know that. But the truth is that if the woman agrees to do that, no problem. But when the woman starts to say no, this is not what I want to mourn my husband, respect her rights. So when they call you to force the, let me use the word force, think will happen? It will stop. It will definitely stop. Because when they call me and I say no, they call Mama Nkechi says no, they call Mama Mary, she says no, then nobody will come out. It will definitely stop. So today, resolve to be firm in your decisions. Say no to those cultural beliefs. You have female genital mutilation. It's also the women that do actually the cutting. When they cut the clitoris of the girl, it is the women. The men will not do that. So you see that this one, not what we're talking today, we're talking to ourselves. If we stand up today and decide to stop whatever it is that we're complaining about, it will stop, I tell you. It's not just our duty as leaders to talk about it, no. It's everybody's duty. You have a right to walk. You have a right to walk. Don't see yourself as saying, my husband said I should sit at home. No. When the time comes, he will remind you, Mama Nkechi is working. He will remind you, why are you not taking care? Why are you not feeding yourself? Why are you not bringing money? So don't sit at home and just be called a housewife. I forgot something about property when I talked about property. Before I forget, please, when we are buying properties with our husbands, please, I beg us, don't just say we are married. A lot is happening now. Please, let the conveyance, any agreement they are doing, be in your name and your husband's name. Both of you have struggled. You have worked together. You have labored to buy a property. Then when the deal is done, this property belongs to Mr. Ogongo. You know, this property belongs to Mr. Casey Ogongo and Mrs. Nkechi Ogongo. Please, it's not one person's name. Please, let's not forget that. You have the right to be heard. Don't ever think that you cannot be heard. Silence is killing our women. A lot of women remain silent when they're supposed to talk. Then when you're not supposed to say it, that's when we remember to be shouting and screaming. There is time to talk and there is time to be silent. Please, resolve today that I will speak when I'm supposed to speak. You have the right to sit with them. You have the right to sit in the family decisions. You know when decisions are made, you are not there. Then at the end of the day, decisions are taken against you that you can't even contribute to. No. Nobody's charging you to fight the family. Nobody's charging you to fight your husband. Nobody's charging you to create problem in the home. No. But stand up for your rights. It is your right. It's in you. Nobody takes it away from you except you. You are the only one that can take that right. You're the only one that can sleep over your rights. Be there when decisions are made. You can hold a public office. Hello? Hi. You can hold a public office. Don't you want to be governor? You don't want to be chairman? You don't want to be president? You can. You can. Don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. Let's stop saying, I am a woman, that is why I cannot do this. No. I hate it whenever I'm driving on the road and something happens. Somebody says, oh, she's a woman. I hate that word. I have the same capacity as a man. I have the same ability as the other person. Refuse for them to bring you down. Nobody should intimidate you. Nobody should relegate you to the background. The children of yes. In the time, the man had only daughters. And the father died. And the law says that the inheritance will go to a male child. And the man didn't have a male child. The girl said, no, they're free of them. They said, no, it will not happen in our time. They resolved to speak up. They resolved to stand up for their right. They went to the head at that time and said, no, this will not happen in our time. We must inherit our father's property. And what happened? They did. Because they took a step. Because they did not sit and cry on their pillows. They took a step. Today, they are the judicial authority. Where women have taken the men to court. Please, when I say this, please, the men, I'm so sorry. With all due respect, I'm not saying we're taking over from them. No. What you're asking for is equal opportunity. Equity, yes. Fairness. you're Muslim, you have Islamic marriage, and then we have what we call the statutory marriage. That's what everybody knows as court marriage. If you are doing customary marriage, please do it to the end. Let's not drink wine. Some people say they don't drink the wine from my house. They don't by my hand. Yes, that's the language. They don't by my hand. No, that is violence. That is an insult. Please, marriage is very important. A lot of things happen today. When something happens, you suddenly realize that you don't have any right in that home. So if you are going to the customary marriage, please do it fully. If you can take a step to do the statutory marriage, fine and beautiful. That is what God loves. It talks about one man, one woman. One man, one woman. That is what customary means. Customary doesn't mean death sentence. It just gives you a right that the law has said that you and your husband must remain only, no other person. But the customary marriage actually gives you the right to marry more than one wife. That is the truth. So try and go ahead and do the statutory marriage. I have a case right now. The man is married and he has gone to do another court marriage. Okay. Sorry, family number AH604GBB. Please go and refer. But it didn't put the money or something.
Go and refer GBB AH604. I don't know the model of the car, but try and you need to refer. It's like the color of the car.
Sorry, I'm not taking time. Marriage is very important, please. There is the foundation of all these things we are talking about. If you are not properly married, when something happens tomorrow, maybe after 50 years of living with that man, I've seen it happen. Then they'll suddenly remind you, madam, you don't have a right here. The only person or the only people the law will protect are the children. Because they didn't beg you to come into this world. You brought them, so the law must take care of them. But please go and check your marriage. It is not too late right now to make amends. It is not too late. Paying of bride price is very important. Nothing like your daughter gave my hand. They will born 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. You still get that. And we the mothers who go there to go and no work. That is more shameful. Meanwhile, you know that this man has not done any legal thing on your daughter. The man today has gone ahead to marry a wife. They published it on the internet. And when you talk now, when you talk to let the woman know that you have only made an illegal celebration. There is no marriage. There is no marriage. Please, marriage is very important. Proper marriage. Then also know that you have a right to your reproductive health rights. But you have to agree with your husband. I've seen a woman that will go to our center to say, my husband wants me to have 7 children, 8 children, and the woman is suffering. Please know that you can ask for help. Look for a doctor, or you can cancel both parties. Because it's the body of the woman and the child coming out. So the body gets weak as the woman gets older. So please, it is your right to speak up. It is your right to do what? It is your right to do what? Then the issue of the right of the child is, let us know that when a child is born outside wedlock, that child has a right. Women, I've seen it that maybe you saw how your husband had a child before you eventually got married to you. You have a lot of such cases. Then tomorrow you want to deny that child his right. Hello? Hi. Please, let's know that today, that child that was born even before your husband got married to you has the right to your home. Hello? Hi. That child has the right to inherit his father's property. Don't deny that child of that right. If you feel you cannot relate, because I don't know why we should not relate with the child. Because it's a child. It's not his fault that he came into the world. If you feel you don't want to relate with the child, fine. But you to your own pain. Close your eyes to your own bitterness towards your husband. Look at the rights of that child. Then also women. Hello? We do a lot in the home. You have a house help. You brought somebody from the village. The rights of the boy and the girl child. The rights of the children. You brought somebody from the village. The person is just there serving you. You wake up in the morning. In fact, some of them wake up by 3 a.m. to start preparing for you. And most of these children might be just 13, 14, 15. You call them house helps. Your children are about the same age with them. But what do? That child will go in the morning and go and hop, sell pure water, sell orange, sell a lot of things before the child will come back. That's even if you send the child to school. The child will not come back before the child will go to school. Is that child that will also bathe your own children? Is that child that will also take care of your children? Please, it is wrong. A woman poured hot water. When I mean hot water, a woman poured hot water on a child. Why? The child puts her head on the children's bed. I'm telling you, anything I'm telling you, they are facts. They are true stories. The child woke up as usual, anybody to do house chores and all that. Eventually, maybe she didn't sleep early, or she got tired or something. She just sat on the bed, and before you know, she dozed off on the daughter's bed. And the woman came out and saw her, and like, oh, you like eating, eh? Because she sleeps on the floor. So, you like eating. What the child do you say? Auntie, I'm sorry, mommy, I'm sorry. What on her? In River State, I'm not talking about Owerri or anywhere. Pour hot water on her. That is not all. A woman put a child's finger on fire. Why? Because she said the child went to eat meat from the pot. Yes, it's wrong to do such things, but is that the commensurate punishment? Is that what you should do? This one is not like it's an accident. She asked the girl to sit down, leave the fire, put the knife on the fire, and waiting for it to heat up. She used it on her bumble. Then the next one, she plucked the finger and put it inside the fire. Women, let's not scream. Some of us are doing it. Some of us are practicing this in our homes. You may not be fire, you may not be pouring of hot water, but you are intimidating that child. You are discriminating against that child because that child is not from your womb. Every child is your own. As long as you're a mother, every child is your own. The way you want your child to be brought up, please do that to that child. If you cannot take care of a child, please send her back to her parents. Let her stay in the village and drink garri and eat nothing. It's better for that child. That will come to your house, you will not send her to school, you will not do anything. Then the right of education. Education, they say, is the key of all. Please, let us send our children to school. There are government schools. If you cannot afford the expensive ones, there are government schools. Send your child to school. Different types, all these categories are violence. Women, we have psychological violence, we have emotional violence, we have physical. I just talked about physical violence. Physical violence is not just to the child, so women also experience physical violence from their husbands. Hello? Yes, I'm rounding up. I beg us. Yesterday I was listening to Wazobia. They said, Peter said, if you cannot go, leave. I am repeating it here. Put me. If the violence in the home is too much, please take a walk. I am sorry, all due respect to the church, but if the violence is so much in the home, I beg women, take a step and see how to resolve the issue before you can take your final decision. A lot of women have died in the home because of violence. The church will always cover submissive, forgetting the other word, love. Hello? The church will always make us understand we should be submissive. Is that right? But the Bible talks about love. Love is the foundation. Please, run away from violence. Run away from violence. Thank you very much. And before I leave us, I want to just charge us with this word. I want to ask, fingers on men folks, always blame the men. Hello? Always blame them. So I'm asking, are we willing to stop blaming them so much and also look inwards? Are we standing to uphold each other? Don't bring the next woman down because you're better than that woman. Are you in constant communication with your children? Do you know your children? How much do you know your children? Are you indeed upholding the virtues of a godly home? I need us to answer this question. And I say, arise, O woman. There is a lot of work to be done. Do not sit on the fence. Sitting on the fence